All right, we're gonna find out right now. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All honor, glory, and praise go to the Most High, the Almighty power, the Almighty Elohim, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. In the name of His Son, Hamashiach Yahusha. Hey, I'm glad to be out here. I'm thankful that the Most High has put His Spirit on me, so I got something to say. I hope He continue to let me have something to say, because clearly I see what's going on out here, and I'm getting information. I'm choosing my side. I chose my side because I see what's happening out here. Wickedness going rapid out here, running rapid. They ain't playing. Satan gathering up his people real quick like. It's 1,000,000 avenues. Go to hell. 1,000,000. 1,000,000. Ain't but one way though. One way to the Most High. And the Messiah said, any man that come to the Father got to come through me. Right? Other than that, you ain't serving the Most High. Okay, if you get mad, don't make no difference. Anybody come across this video, family members and all, I love you. But that ain't got nothing to do with the deception and the wickedness and the witchcraft that's being put down out here in this place. So you might say you love the Most High with your mouth. But if you ain't got no actions and no works, thus said the scriptures, it's a bit of bad news, man. Bad news. I just left a place, man. It was so filled with everything on the left-hand side. That spirit right there will definitely overcome or overtake somebody, or it'll kick you out if you ain't about what they about. That's how thick that was when I just left from on the other side of town over there. It wasn't good, family. It ain't good at all. I'm so glad the Most High brought me out from amongst that, because I knew I couldn't dwell amongst that. I do have common sense, right? I did have that. These people out here rocking with no common sense. Any and everything goes. Any and everything goes, man. You know, every worship under the sun is in full effect, right? Except for the works and the way of the Creator. You don't hear but one or two out here talking about it. And it's sad, man. It's super sad. So with saying that, I'm gonna keep contending for the faith, man. That's all I got, and that's all I appreciate that. I'm so thankful that the Most High has waking me up and make me to understand what the Sabbath day is and what it's all about. Because where I just left, like I said, they have no knowledge of no Sabbath day. That was so polluted over there. I am glad to be amongst those who keep the Sabbath day. Really though. This is a mad place out here, y'all. Very, very sad, very mad. Like I said, it was real bad to go where I went to and acknowledge the fact that this is the Sabbath day. Some people walking around over there, they ain't got a clue, man. And even if they had a clue, they cast it to the side. They done cast it to the side, right? So that's what happens when you don't follow the Most High. Ain't number one deity left. You know, yeah, he's a high-ranking angel, but he's the power of the air. And that's who everybody worships. And it shows out there. It shows. It was bad, man. And I seen people flocking. I was at the mall. I had to drop some ribbon off. I seen people flocking to get to this place. And man, there's so many gatekeepers that you got to crawl through to get inside of this place. Wicked gatekeepers. All of them standing in front of this place. All kind of madness going on outside of the place before you even get in there. And any and everybody of all kind of walks, all kind of genders, they all bunched up together. So once again, it's clear and evident that we are living in modern day Babylon, modern day freaking Sodom, modern day freaking pre-flood, man. This is ugly, man. It is ugly. You know, you want to feel sad for your people, but at the same time, He's removing that away. He is removing that feeling. Ain't no feeling sad for nothing like that, because that's despicable. What I just left, You can't feel sad for them, but I can pray for them. I can pray for them. I can pray for them. But I already know before I can open my mouth, it's going to be contention with that crew. It's a lot. It ain't going to be nothing but some contention, boy. They ain't going to want to hear nothing that I got to say. Period. That's how far gone they are, man. And that's sad, dog. But anyway, I'm moving on. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try my best to honor the Most High to the best of my ability. And if anybody can get anything out of anything I say via the Most High, Mashiach Yahweh Yahusha, all praise, man. I ain't gonna do nothing but go in the scriptures. I'm gonna relate everything that I see out here to what the Most High pointed his fingers to in the precept. That's all that I can do, and that's it. All right. So once again, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I'm moving forward. And I'm going to start off in Genesis chapter 18, verse 27 again. Because I'm going to humble myself before my Creator. Ain't no disrespect over here on this end. Ain't no pride over here on this end. None of that. I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely not trying to be a part of the destruction that I just left. Because that's already destroyed, man. Them people already destroyed, man. It is a done deal. All right? Genesis 18 and 27 says, and Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord or unto the Most High, right? Which am but dust and ashes. And I acknowledge that. See how simple that is? I know I'm just dust and ashes. I know who my Creator is. I don't worship myself, right? There's no self-worship over here. I don't get no honor and no glory for nothing. Nothing. I'm just dust and ashes. What am I glorying in? Some wicked holiday? Is that what I'm glorying in? I spoke on that not long ago. I'm thankful for the gift that the Most High has bestowed upon me coming out the feast days, giving me the gift to overcome my selfishness, my pride, or any of the lust that dwells inside of me, be it something, like I said before, if I had a drinking problem or something like that, he allows me to honor him, and by honoring him, I have to cast off those things for the time said or the time appointed, right? Giving me total control over the things that really like have me in prison. You know, the things that I might struggle with that I feel like, you know, at this time I can't let go. But if you honor the Most High in them set apart days, you conquer those spirits at that time, right? And that's called contending for the faith also. So it's the reason why the Most High set these things up. He don't want, it's not his wish that the people shall perish, man, or should perish. It's a lot. He don't want the people to perish, but the people have no honor and respect for their Creator. Instead, everybody is following the ordinances of the government or the people that run this nation. Well, whatever you want to call it, it's not a nation. It's a society. This is not a nation. This is a society. And it's an upside down society, and it's everything over here that's backwards. Everybody is glorifying anything that's opposite of what is known to be right. Even the stuff that the people ain't in the Most High, when we were coming up, we knew it wasn't right. But guess what? We still do it anyway. So what does that do for you? Pretty soon you tied up in your own lies and your own deception, right? So once again, Genesis 18 and 27, and Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Most High, which am but dust and ashes. I pulled a precept as an opening precept to humble myself, right? To give honor to the Father, to the Creator. So like some wicked sister want to be a dude. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Keep being disrespectful. That don't do nothing for me. So I'm contending, man. I'm gonna keep contending. Because I see the evilness and the wickedness rising rapidly. Rapidly. So it's my job to come up against it. I'm good with that. So I'm going straight to Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Being good with that. Straight to Luke 10 and 19. We got to prepare ourselves. All right? Those who love the Most High, we got to prepare ourselves. Those who understand exactly what I'm saying. Those who are not too prideful to admit to what I'm saying. They see it, but they hate the Most High. So they're not going to mumble or say a word about it. They're just going to keep being quiet, walking around slickly, secretly, worshiping Satan. You know, too prideful to give the Most High his glory or his honor. Too prideful to open up your mouth and say something pertaining to the Most High, right? To burn that spirit that dwells inside of them. That's why they can't say nothing or speak about the Most High, because that spirit that dwells inside of them will not allow them to say nothing about the Most High. Just like the Most High tell the 144 and the remnant not to speak or even say the name Baal. Don't even mention it. Why? Because you're not going to give no reference to that. We're not giving no honor to that. But since their name is in the scriptures, at certain times, I got to bring that out so the people can know actually who I'm referencing. But at the same time, the children of Baal will not say or even open their mouth to mention anything about the Most High. You see how it goes? You see the battle? You see the battle, right? So it's us against them, man. You got a little bitty small circle like this. You got a great big circle. This little bitty circle represents the remnant. This great big circle, they represent the world. But guess what? That big circle is about to dissipate, but the world's still gonna be there. And this little bitty circle gonna obtain the whole world and gonna rule in righteousness. Those who have contended for the faith and who have endured this madness that I spoke about earlier, and the madness that we see on a daily basis, they're gonna inherit, right? The kingdom of righteousness. I know that to be true. So this wickedness right here is burning. It's already burning. It's already burning. Like the Mashiach said, I come to set fire upon this place. But what would I if it's already lit? It's already kindled. They don't even know it. But he gonna pour gas on them. But they got to go. All right? But Luke chapter 10, verse 19 says, behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. Woo! And them serpents and scorpions I just left over there. And it could happen, but it wasn't my time to even deal with them. But I just went and walked through that valley of the shadow of death over there. And I saw what I saw. And the spirit was so thick over there. I just walked through it and shook my head. But I walked through it as if I was numb. You know, I was numb. Numb. All flavors over there. You name it, all the wickedness and madness you can see. It's over there at that one particular spot. It's just like being in a whole nother world. And I'm talking about a world below zero, Jack. It ain't good, man. It ain't good. But guess what? The Mashiach said right here, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. Serpents, right? The subtle people. Those are the ones that's behind all the wickedness that I saw. These serpents. Right? The serpents, that one that put the commercials up, the one that allows the music to come out, the one that allows the fashion to be brought forth, the ones that allow you, that when you look at the TV commercial, you see all your OK symbols and your owl symbols, two zeros on your eyes, and you know the heart symbol and all the other symbols, the yoga symbol, all kind of foolishness. When you see the TV, those are the serpents are behind that foolishness, right? So here we go again. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents, even them, he said, and scorpions, the ones that put that sting on you, or that sting, like we say, that you cannot, that'll put you in, that'll have you numb, or make you succumb. to his way or to his will, or maybe a hurt. You know, you never know the spirit that dwells inside of a person, right? Most High said, test the spirit by the spirit. When I just went over there where I was, I ain't got to test the spirit. I was over there in there. Ain't no testing. Only thing I can do is contend with it. Ain't no testing. I got to contend with that. And it's cool. If the Most High wanted me to be there that day, I could have done that at that time. When I set my mind to be there, and that's what it would be. And it's coming that time, because I can stand there once again, and maybe one or two will flock around and listen. But that thing's so thick over there, thick. And if I go over there and bring the word out from where I just left, that whole place might burn down, man. The whole place might burn down, because it was such a cloud of madness, man. It was ridiculous. It is ridiculous because it's still going on. So let me finish this precept and move on. Behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents, scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, right? And over all the power of the enemy. The enemy is it. A Baal liar. I keep telling y'all that. Baal liar. A Baal of the air. That's the enemy. That's the enemy, right? And he says, and over all the power of the enemy. And the power of the enemy are those minions, once again, who run Hollywood, right? In your school buildings, in your church, or behind your church, or podiums, or pulpits, right? Those who pull the strings in the music industry, all that kind of crap. Those in your uppers in your corporate world that give these orders to the people below them to put the to tell everybody, hey, you got to wear a face mask. Hey, you got to go get a shot, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. Right? Those are the powers of the enemy, keeping it moving. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. No sweat. I believe that. I believe that. It ain't gonna hurt me, because every time, like I said, if I bring this word out in the midst of them monsters, they ain't gonna do nothing but flee. They're gonna get as far away from me as possible. They'll talk crazy, but they'll be walking by talking. They don't want to get too close to this. They don't want to get too close to this. Because their daddy is a coward. Even more so. They daddy. Ooh, I was about to say something. Well, they daddy wear a miniskirt. You got a thong up under there. They daddy do. They daddy do. So I'm saying this, and I'm going to move on. Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. I said that because that's what he's pushing, or she, whatever it is. He's the author of confusion. I said it. I said it. He's the author of confusion. So yeah, of course. He's wearing that. He's wearing that. He's promoting all kind of sorcery, all kind of witchcraft, all kind of madness. He's the king of conjuring, channeling. We're going to get into it. But for right now, I'm bringing out this message about contending for the faith. That's what I'm doing. Step by step, I'm going to walk my way right on into bringing out or coming up against this witchcraft out here. And it ain't going to never stop, because they ain't stopping. As long as they pushing forward or backwards, because they pushing backwards. I'm pushing forward. They pushing backwards. They trying to get everybody to go backwards. I'm going forward. Right? So here we go. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Here we go. Here we go. The book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Right? And this is where we at. Gonna be enmity. Right? A disagreement. One set against the other. Right? One against the other. One set against the other. So somebody serving Baal and somebody serving the Most High. Right? While Hamashiach Yahushua. That's how it's going down. So let me go back again. Chapter 3 in the book of Genesis, verse 15 says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Wow. What woman? And between thy seed and her seed. Talking about Eve, man. That woman. The one who dealt with Satan. We're talking about seeds now. Talking about plants. Or plants that come from seeds. Right? The plants that come from seeds. Right? That's what we're talking about. But it says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Wow. And between thy seed and her seed. And guess what? Lock it. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And that's what I'm doing. I'm contending. I'm contending to the point where I'm going to bruise the head of that serpent that I was talking about. That Mashiach said he's going to give us power to rule over in Luke 10 and 19. I'm going to bruise your head, and you're going to bruise my heel, because I'm going to be crushing your head to the point that my heel going to hurt. Huh? I'm crushing your head to the point that my heel going to hurt. Mashiach said, I give you power to tread upon scorpions, serpents, scorpions. Tread upon them. Tread upon them. Stamp them. Stamp them. Now I go to the beginning of the book. The Most High says in chapter 3 of Genesis 15, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Self-explanatory to me. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of head bruising out here. I'm gonna be hurting a lot of feelings. Because this is what we at. I ain't going back. I'm gonna be hurting some feelings. Why? Because I'm gonna keep doing what the Most High asked me to do. People looking for me to give up, to come on back in the world. That's what they're looking for. But the more I don't come back, the more they hurt. You understand? They looking for that thing. But you're looking for something that ain't gonna never happen. Period. Period. Did y'all get it or do you get it? Want me to read it again? I'll read it again and I'm gonna move on. Genesis 3 and 15 says, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Thank you, Most High. Appreciate that, because I didn't know that. I know now. I shall bruise his heel. Stamping them out. Like roaches. Stamping them out. Need a special pair of boots for this thing. Let's go. Genesis chapter 4 and 2. And she, again, by his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was the tiller of the ground. Right? She again by his brother Abel. Abel was a keeper of the sheep. Right? A keeper of the sheep. And Cain was the tiller of the ground. So Abel being the keeper of the sheep sound like Mashiach. Right? Sound like Mashiach. Sound like a shepherd. Right? Sound like a shepherd. But at the same time, once again, I'm taking that. I take that power and I contend for the faith. I had a spirit of Abel on me. Ain't many sheep. Don't take that many to regenerate. Right? It don't take that many to regenerate. Because once we crush all these serpents and these scorpions, ain't gonna be nothing left of the nation but a few women. You don't need no whole bunch of men to bring forth a society. Don't need, just need women. Just women. Because it's these heads and these serpents, these scorpions, these heads of these nations, they gotta be stamped out. And if it's a women that dwell amongst them, that done held herself up high, or they done put in a high position, she's gonna get stamped too. No problem. No problem. But once again, and Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain. Oh, Salaki. Let's read it though. And said, I have gotten a man from the Most High. Really? Let's go. And she, again, bare his brother Abel. Abel was the keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground, right? Same as his father. Same as his father. Because he told Satan what? Or the serpent what? You're going to eat dust, man, for the rest of your days. But you disrespected me. You disrespected me. You went against my order. Right? Abel was contending with Cain about what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Why you that way? Why you acting like that? What's going on with you? Right? What's going on with you? So, Cain was a tiller of the ground, just like his pappy. And his pappy still crawling around today, subtly have led the majority of the world on a path to Sheol. Subtly have led the majority of the world on a path to Sheol. And as I walked out that mall today, when I was down there, I had to admit again, hey, those were so-called children of Israel over there, just like my immediate family member. But guess what? I can't say, well, since these right here didn't grow up in the house with me at the mall over here, I'm mad with them. But the ones that grew up in my house, I got pity and mercy for them. I can't do that. I don't have the power to separate them from my immediate family members. Because in the sight of the Most High, all us the same. All us the same. So those who don't separate themselves from darkness, you know what? We're going to be treading upon you. We're going to be treading upon you. Going to bruise your head. Not good. But my family going to know that this word been brought to them, that they've been told and showed that they are the children of Israel. And they can keep doing what they want to do. That's fine. You're going to be just like Cain. You're going to be just like Cain. You're going to go to crying. You're going to have weeping and gnashing of teeth. Talking about why? Talking about why? It's going to be too late for why. You know why. But you disobeyed the servant of the Most High. You disobeyed my word. That's why. So that's why I'm gonna keep contending for the faith, just to make sure this word go forth, doing my part. All right. Moving on. Psalm 94, verse 16 through 17. All right. Psalm 94, verse 16 through 17. Book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16 through 17 says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? The workers of iniquity now, the evildoers are the people out here. The people over there that I just saw, sad to say, I don't want to judge nobody, but hey, judge your own self. If you don't know you stupid, or you don't know you evil, that's on you. I ain't too prideful enough, even back when I wasn't even in this walk, to look in the mirror and know that I was wrong. When I was selling drugs, I knew I was wrong. When I was cheating, I knew I was wrong. When I was selling cocaine, I knew I was wrong. Right? But if you're too proud and too prideful that you can't look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am way off. I'm way off. If you loving your wickedness. If you loving your wickedness. Let's go back to Psalm chapter 94, 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? I was an evildoer. Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Now the workers of iniquity, once again, those are the ones that's working for the enemy. They working for the enemy. They continuously keep pushing all this falseness. Yeah, we live and breathe in this world, but the majority look like about 85% of the world living a fictitious life because they refuse to look in the mirror and admit that they evil, or they wicked, or they going off, way off. I'm out of pocket. I'm tripping. They're not gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that because they've been eating that soup so long that's laced with do as thou will. Do as thou will. Do what you want to do. Do it the way you want to do it. So they've been eating that so long, they're not going to admit to nothing like what I'm talking about. They ain't going to admit to it. They think in their mind that they can withstand this heat that the Most High brings. That's what they think. They think they're going to probably die and escape. That's what they think. That's what they think. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to live my life to the fullest. If you living your life to the fullest and you living contrary to the Most High to the fullest, that's the problem. Yeah, live your life to the fullest. But you better be honoring the Most High in the midst of it. Or if not, you already done. You already done. You already done chose and said to yourself, you're going to serve Hasatan. That's just it. All right. Verse 17 says, unless the Most High had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. You see what I'm saying? I'm not scared to admit that. That's why I pulled the precept. The Most High been my help. All honor and glory and praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. I'm not scared to admit that. All the times that I've been in jail and all the madness that I was doing, wasn't that long ago, I still can't get over the fact that he brought me in this. Still can't get over. Still wondering why. Still wondering why. Why? But I'm beyond that now. Don't do it in front of me. Keep it with me. Go down through there with me. Scripture says, verse 17, Psalm 94 says, unless the Most High had been my help. See, that's a person who does not have pride, man. That's a person who is definitely not a child of Satan. He is not walking in darkness. None of that. None of that. He ain't ashamed to go to the Most High and thank the Most High for the help that he done gave. Do it again and move on. Verse 17 in the book of Psalm 94 says, unless the Most High had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. My soul had almost dwelt in silence, empty, waiting on something to cohabitate with you. Waiting on a bad spirit to come in and cohabitate with you. Right now, that's all that I see out here. A lot of spirits that's driving people, making people look real, real crazy out here, real bad, man. It's sad. It is sad. I can't say that. Where I just left, it was a freak show. A freaking freak show, man. Embarrassing, man. Yeah, I'm so glad, like I said, he pulled me out of that. I don't want to be, man. I walked through that valley of shadow of death over there. Like I said, in my spirit, I had to shut it down for a minute and walk through there and just hang my head a little bit and just look at them a little bit. But my face was blank, man. Ain't no smiling. Eyebrows balled up, touching each other. And I shook my head every now and then when I walked through. And talking to myself out loud as I walked through it. It's hard not to say nothing. It was so bad over there. This is boy. Want to know what I'm talking about? Woo! Go to your nearest ghetto. Go to the nearest ghetto. If you like that, then I'm talking about you. If you like that, I'm talking about you. It done got bad out here, y'all. It done got real bad out here, y'all. But this is where we at, and this is the time, the age that we're living in right now. Right? 1 Kings 19:18. Looking too good. I'm going to keep contending for the faith. I'm going to come up against the foolishness that I used to be about. God, I'm trying to bring my own people out of it, right? That's why I'm contending. It's a lot. That's why I'm contending. I'm trying to bring them out. That's why I'm contending, trying to bring them out, man. So I got to keep doing what I'm doing. So when the Most High prophecy continue to come true and come lay rest and rest upon this sinful kingdom, they can look back. They either gonna look back at me and wanna listen, sit down at home of themselves, or they're gonna get zapped. They're gonna get zapped. That's just it, man. That's it. That's the love. That's the love. That's your grace. That's your grace. You can't play both sides. If you had a wife, if you got a wife, you don't want her playing both sides. If you got a husband, do you want him playing both sides? How do you want this? Most High said, choose you this day, or ye this day, whom you will serve. Simple. But it ain't that simple. Like I said, people don't wound themselves so much up in this old crazy spider web they can't get out. They don't want to get out. I still gotta go get that pack. Right? I still gotta get that pack, man. I ain't ready to come out yet. Huh? I started out my eyebrows with my eyelashes with this short. Now I want them big, thick, fluffy boys. I got to have them. Because of why? Every time I go out in the world, somebody else eyelash bigger than mine. We contending. We contending. I can't let her do it. I can't let her do it. Some Negro out here. All these men keep coming up to my job through that front door, keep putting the spirit of effeminacy or bringing that spirit of effeminacy in that front office up there. And lo and behold, people that work there at the same time, get what? If they ain't kept, that spirit gonna jump on them. You sit there and find yourself having a conversation with them for about 20, 30 minutes. Not understanding the subtle works that's coming from these people. The transferring of spirits. Trying to bring your behind in. Trying to test you and see what you're really about. Are you a hater of me? Or is everything okay with you with me? I love everybody. I love everybody. All right, good. Keep loving everybody. Keep telling y'all about that party. That kind of party right there. Ain't good. Like I said, all these people in your family, all y'all dwelling together, like I just seen over there, each and everybody all together, bunched up together. Yeah, that's why you don't hear a lot of people saying nothing or mumbling not one word or saying one word about the Most High. Because some kind of way, they serve them spirits. They serve them spirits. Them spirits rule them. They rule them. They don't rule them spirits. The spirits rule them. Right? Because it's their family members and stuff like that. So I can't hurt their feelings. So since I can't hurt their feelings or crush their head and bruise my heel, I got to make sure that I don't hurt their feelings. I got to make sure they happy. So you lose. Then you end up what? You have to honor their partner or their spouse. Got to honor them too. Because they're part of them. So you love her or him and they mate. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes. So, okay. But those people are contending for their faith. That's what they believe in. So move on. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Right? That's what they believe in. It's good. Fine. Let it be so. Because I'm sick of it. Super sick of it. But if the Most High keep waking me up, it's going down. Right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 2 through 12. Hold on. Hold on. Lock. Yeah. Better be. Yeah. Yeah. Lock it. Family. All right. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 2 through 12. Okay, let me start at verse 1. Chapter 2, verse 1, 2 Thessalonians says, now we beseech you, brethren. Yeah, we do. Oh, now we beseech you, brethren, we beg you, by the coming of our master. Run the stop down, son. By the coming of our master, Mashiach, Yahweh, or Yahusha, and by our gathering together unto him. This is just for the remnant. Small remnant that's finding their way out of this madness. Right? I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. That pride is something else. That pride is something else. That self-worship. When the Most High come with them laws and them statutes and say what, you've been lied to and you should not be doing this or you should not be doing that. And then next thing you know, here come pride. Don't tell me what to do and how to do. So at that point, you know what spirit dwells inside of that person. All right? Then the Most High have revealed to you whom you are dealing with or have been dealing with. No matter who it is, it does not matter. I thank the Most High for it. But before that, you didn't know. Because you were just like that too. You were doing the same thing that these people were doing. But you had another spirit or you had another spirit inside of you. That's why I went to Genesis earlier about having enmity between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. That's why I went there. And I went to Cain being the keeper of the sheep, or Abel being the keeper of the sheep, and Cain being the tiller of the ground. But these two were contrary towards each other. Right? Cain had a problem with Abel. Right? Because Abel was trying to serve the Most High, or was serving the Most High. Cain didn't want to serve the Most High. Cain didn't want to be obedient to the ordinances of the Most High. So to the point that what did he do? What did he do? He killed Abel. Abel got on his nerve. He was sick of Abel. Right? He was sick of Abel. And we in that time, these people sick of us. Guess what? We're sick of them. We're sick of them. So it's the same thing. And I had to go there. So here we go. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1 says, now we beseech you or beg you, brethren, we begging y'all, come out from amongst them by the coming of our master, Yahweh, Yahusha, or Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. Yeah. Gathering together unto him, right? While we out here contending for the faith, getting ourselves together, keeping our lamps trimmed, ready to go out and meet the Mashiach Yahweh. Ready for that thing, because it's going to go down. It's going down. This place is going to get slapped crazy. Crazier. I see some things, man, I promise you, man. Poor kids. And I seen a lot of kids out there today that's going to go down with their family, man. They're going down with their wicked parents and aunties. I seen it. I just saw it. Ain't no hope for them children. And if there's hope for them children, who is the one that's going to bring that hope? Where? Ain't nobody contending for the faith. I ain't seen it. I didn't see it. Verse 2 says that ye be not soon shaken in mind. So I'm talking to those who got a spirit in them that they, you're still a little weak. You want to come on in to the Most High. Come on in. You know it to be true. You know it to be true. You know the word of the Most High. And I'm also talking to those that's strong in it. So the message going out. Right? Verse 2, that ye be soon not shaken in mind or be troubled. Why? Neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as the day or as that day, the day of Mashiach Yahweh or Yahusha is at hand. The day is at hand. What day? The great and terrible day. It's at hand. The visitation or the wicked, that day is at hand. So that's what's going down. That day is at hand. I got the police right here again. I don't know what he want to do. Here we go. What you gonna do? Here we go.
All right, bud. What's going on?
In the camera.
On camera? I see it. I saw the. I'm not even sure what the right phrase is for.
This?
Yeah, I don't know what the phrase is for that.
Oh no, it's the garment. No, we good. All right. Yeah, they got the crew, but we gotta move on. They don't know what's going on. They just asking questions. But scripture said in verse 2, like I was saying, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, even as they have approached me now. I can't be shaken. I gotta stand here and keep doing what I'm doing, right? Or be troubled. I cannot be troubled. I gotta keep it pushing. Neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of a Mashiach is at hand. Right? All right now. That's the police, y'all. They checking on me. All right. Yeah, that's the police. Marietta found it. They had to get out and find out what I'm doing. It is what it is. Never know. They might be out here. Might be an Iska right? Come out here and post up for about 10 minutes. Sit back down. Like I said, scripture is fitting for that approachment. Verse 2 was, that I be soon not shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by the letter as from us, as that the day of a Mashiach Yahweh is at hand. The word gonna continue to go forth. I ain't gonna stop. You can put me in the car and I ain't gonna stop. I got a right to say what I gotta say. If I'm not the only way I'm disrespecting them is that these words burn their spirit. Right? I'm performing an exorcism. That's what I'm doing. I'm here to set purify to all wicked spirits. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna keep doing it. And it ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it. I'm gonna keep setting purify to these wicked spirits because I know it burns them up. I know they want to get rid of them, but guess what? What I read to y'all earlier in Luke chapter 10 and 19, what the Mashiach told me. He gave me power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. Right? Right? Y'all didn't hear that. Because see, here's the deal. He promised me this right here. As them police just left. I ain't worrying about them. They better keep it pushing and they better tell their co-workers. But I ain't going nowhere. Don't make me no difference. I've been in jail many times. No, I ain't scared of this right here. This ain't nothing. Luke chapter 10, verse 19 said, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. Those guys, they are power of the enemy. They're not the enemy, but powers of the enemy. And it says that nothing shall by any means hurt you. I believe that. I ain't just reading it. I believe it. I'm keeping it pushing. I'm standing my ground. All right, verse 3 in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come though. What day? That he said, let's read verse 2. Let me make sure we get clear understanding of what I'm reading here. All right? Clear understanding. Verse 2 said that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by the spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day, as that the day of Mashiach Yahweh is at hand, that great and terrible day. Right? The visitation of the wicked. Verse 3 says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. Good. Except there come a falling away first. So these things got to come to pass. And I'm seeing it. Gonna be a great falling away, a continual falling away. I see Jake continually falling away, dissipating, man, evaporating rapidly. And if you ain't dying physically, the world is chewing your behind up, like the one I just saw at that mall over there. Them folk dead, man. They are dead. So the path is being cleared clear, and people have really chosen their sides. So here we go. He said, except that there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yep, and when the man of sin be revealed and the son of perdition, by then, everybody gonna know who they worship, and it's gonna be a small little remnant of the Most High level, and it's gonna be ready to get it on at that time. But we already in the midst of prophecy right now, with the nations gathering together, keep getting each other arms to kill each other. All that's good, beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. But the more they keep doing what they're doing, the more Elon Musk and all these folks keep doing what they're doing, the more the prophecies are coming to pass, the more I keep giving glory and honor and praise to the Most High. That's what's happening. Right? Salakia. Why, I do not know, but I'm gonna keep it moving. Salakia family. I don't know why my camera keep acting crazy. But I'm move on. Try to go on and move on. I was at 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? Son of perdition. Not the prince, but the son of perdition. Right? One of the powers of the enemy be revealed. One of the powers of the enemy will be revealed. That day shall not come until then. What day? The same day I said earlier. That great day of indignation, right? The visitation of the wicked. All these things got to come to pass. Then the great battle or the showdown goes down. But until then, I'm going to keep contending for the faith. I'm going to verse 4. It said, okay, it said, the son of perdition, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or the Almighty Allahayah, or that is worship. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the worship. I'm seeing the worship. It's clear. I'm seeing it. It's all over the place. Right? It's all over the place. The more and more I do what I do, the more and more, yeah, I get pissed off, but I have to thank the Most High for it. So I move on. So the scripture said, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Almighty Allahayah. Right? Over that or that is worship. He says, who opposes is contrary or against and exalted himself above all that is called of the Almighty Allahayah. So that's good, no problem. But we can't be faint about that. So what? Let it be. Or that is worship. So that he as not is, but as the Almighty Allahayah sitteth in the temple of the Almighty Allahayah. Right? Showing himself that he is the Almighty Allahayah. So he's going to be sitting in the temple. Some temple they're going to build more than likely over here across seas in the land. Right? All the nations going to see him and gather themselves together and proclaim this knucklehead to be a Mashiach. That's what's going to happen. False Christ. Right? The main Antichrist. The main Antichrist. Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Same go for my family. I'm trying to bring the scriptures out, trying to bring all these things out, because we cannot stay on we can't stay on one. We got to excel and keep moving up. Wickedness is continuing to rise at a rapid rate. Cannot keep telling you about the simple things on the Most High. You got to come on, let's catch up and let's keep it moving. If you don't, you're gonna be like the people that's in the movie who fall when everybody running and one of them fall. You're gonna get devoured, man. Better come on. Verse 5 again says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Told you all these things. Prepare yourself for these great things, this great day that's coming. Don't think that it's a fairy tale. You living a life that's contrary to the Most High right now. Y'all see all these things I'm talking about in our family, how these plagues are in our household, or this plague is running rampant in all of our households, consuming our households. What plague am I talking about? I'm talking about it. Here they come again. They ride round and round. I bet they want to mess with me so bad. They better keep it pushing. Yeah, but it running rampant in our household, man. Consuming our kids and mamas and everybody. But some kind of way, you got to have a spirit in you. You got to have that spirit in you some kind of way to allow that spirit to conquer you. Right? To allow that spirit to conquer you. What spirit am I talking about? I'm talking about this new age spirit. This switching of genders. Right? I'm talking about that. And I'm going to keep talking about that. But that's what they pushing. So I'm going to talk about it. So now, once again, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told y'all about these things. I told you that this plague was going to come in and take over your house. If you succumb to this plague, if you let this stuff in your household, then it's all over for your household. I don't care who it is, your twin brother, your mama or your grandmama, your dad or your uncle, sister, your wife, your cousin. It does not matter. Your children. You okay this foolishness? Your daughter come home talking about this her new friend, or your son come home talking about this his friend. You see clearly that your son ain't wrapped too tight. He's swaying way worse than the woman or your daughter. And you keep going out buying these manly clothes for your daughter. You the one engaging that or authorizing that madness. You authorizing that madness. So going on, moving on. And this is what I call continually contending for the faith. Because I got to let you know. And I'm going to keep letting you know. Verse 6 says, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. So I'm trying to get you ready. So when that day comes, you will not be worshiping this guy. You won't be deceived yourself. I've seen some things, man. I have seen some things. They got these mobile or these revivals. Man, I forgot the name of these daggone things. But these so-called beachside revivals that's supposed to be Christianized. And man, it's like a big concert and people just going and flocking to these things. And this thing just keeps moving around from state to state, city to city. And everybody's on board with it. It is so many avenues to be destroyed. There's so many avenues to worship. Say there's so many avenues that gonna lead everybody to the son of perdition. So many. But it says, remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things. And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. Now you know, because I done told you. And I'm gonna keep telling you. I'm gonna keep telling you. Verse 7 says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Of course it does. Huh? Of course it does. You got black magic. That means what? You got Negro sisters out here that got cliques and cults that's pushing black magic and witchcraft. You got astrology, people who worship the stars. I got to keep bringing it out. You got the stupid yoga. You got stupid Christianity. Chrislam and Islam, you got all that crap that leads you really right back to Satan. Christian is the silent killer. That cross is the silent killer because it's just as well. It's a soft condition. Do as thou will. Yeah, you lie to yourself thinking that you're serving the Most High. But at the same time, you're doing everything under the sun that you want to do. You think that you can go to church and put some money in there and you're good to go. And you're good to go. So it's one of the biggest lies, if not the biggest lies. Now, it's one of the biggest lies that ever been taught. Moving on. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, which is some of that foolishness. Only he who know let it will let. Only Salakia. Only he who now let it will let. Woo. Y'all hear? All I've been saying. People are enabling and ushering in these spirits in their homes, right? Conditioned by unconditional love, unconditional. But I'm coming up against that, man. I'm contending. I'm standing in the ring against that thing. That's what I'm doing. So, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and guess what? Only he who now let it, will let. Until he be taken out of the way. Until you be taken out of the way. Hey, and that's a good thing, because you need to move out the way. Until you be, only he who now let it will let. Right? Yeah, because your children, all of them, all these people you love so very much, so dearly. All of them. They're going to lead you. You're going to really lead yourself, because it's you who now let it and will let. It's you. The children don't know no better, but it's you that going to keep feeding your children Thanksgiving and Easter. You know, celebrating your own birthday, your day, birthday, born day, whatever they want to call it out here. Any kind of wicked avenue to just still do what you want to do, how you want to do it. So go on and teach your children that, and let's just get it on over with. Just keep doing all that, because that's what's going to keep happening anyway. That's what I'm reading. Right? The mystery of iniquity. That is the mystery of, one of the mysteries of iniquity. Slick. Keep worshiping Satan, slick, but in your mouth you think you'll proclaim that you're worshiping the Most High, but your actions gonna continue to show who you really worship. And you think you can teach these children by your actions, and they're gonna come up righteous. You're gonna teach them these actions, they're gonna grow up believing in the same lie that you keep pushing. You pushing the lie. Especially if you don't have somebody around you to help you see that we all been lied to. But you're going to go harder because you think somebody trying to stop you. So I'm going to push harder now to go in the door number 3. And I'm going to take my child with me. You don't tell me what to do. All right, let's move on. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out the way. You and your child going to be taken out the way. Your daddy and your grandmama and them, all of you going to be taken out the way. All my aunties who want to be my uncle. Right? All my uncles who want to be auntie, until you be taken out the way. And verse 8 says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Most High shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And I'm going to be doing the same thing until that happens. I'm going to be consuming you with the spirit of my mouth. What mouth? The mouth is these words right here. Purify you. Because I want to see who you are. Come out behind your mask. Let me see who you are. Stop masquerading. Take off your camouflage. Don't hide. Take your camouflage off. Take off them big old eyelashes. Take that weave off, or that wig. Huh? Take the colorization off, all the makeup, all the long pointed fingers. Let's see what you're really working with. Let's see. Take your mask off. Because there's some hate, self-hate going on. When you worship yourself, you got self-hate going on. It's going down. It's going down. I'm going to help you go down. Here you go. Verse 8 says, and then shall that wicked be revealed with a capital letter, whom the Most High or the Master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Woo! The brightness of his coming. Yeah, you know about his brightness. You can hear about it in the book of Revelation. You can hear about it all through the scriptures, all in the book of Ezekiel, all through the scriptures, about the brightness of his coming. You'll see him coming. You'll see it. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So that's the people that I've been talking about who continue to come up against the word of the Most High, or continue to be contrary to the word of the Most High, right? They believe in all these lying wonders. It's a condition. It's a condition. And if he played the role of God or the Most High, that's all people want. They just want some kind of false reality. Like I said earlier, this is a fictional place. Yeah, we live and breathe in it, but everything that's being produced is fictional or fictitious, man. It is what it is, but you don't have to admit to it. My job is to keep contending. That's my job. You ain't got to believe. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan. With all power and signs and lying wonders. He said it's after the working of Satan. It ain't Satan, but after the workings of Satan. So the son of perdition gonna have shop set up for him and his minions. For him and his minions and his little followers, which are the people that'll be left that's still holding their fists up against the Most High and rebelling because they still don't want to change their ways. All right? Cool. Let's move on. Verse 10 said, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness. People done, look, man. People done bit the apple, ate the apple up. It's a big barrel of apples out here now. And people are gravitating and grabbing the apple, grabbing. Everybody just consuming, just eating them. Not knowing that the apple is laced with serpent venom. Dummies, apple is laced with serpent venom. Gonna cause you to transform. So you can bring forth this wicked agenda that I'm reading about in 2 Thessalonians. Right? But before it comes, I'm gonna still be contending, trying to tell you not to be a part of it. Right? Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. And with all deceivableness, let me read verse 9 again. And within, he says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved from the madness, from the foolishness, from the deception. They hated the truth. But I'm contending so you might be saved. Even myself, I got to hang in there. But as long as the Most High allow me to hang in there, I got to contend. I got to come out and do what I'm supposed to do. It's all about revealing the truth. But it's all revealing the truth in the scriptures and revealing the truth that we've been lied to and we live in a fictional society. Or the ways of this society are fictional. And as we walk according to the ways of a fictional society, you have become a fictional character yourself, a deceiver. Then you carry a kid for 9 months. It's a lucky. All right. Then you carry a kid or boy child, and a man insert his seed in you, and y'all sit and wait for this child to come in the world, and here we go again. Y'all ruin one. Second year of his life. He walking or she talking. Y'all done took him to the Easter egg hunt, had a birthday party, right? He went to the Thanksgiving dinner with you. Went to New Year's party at your dad and them had a New Year's Eve party, right? Or the night before New Year, all y'all went to church. For some reason, everybody went to church. Took the baby with you, right? So the baby's being groomed now to come up and be cut from that same cloth. And then that baby gonna grow up and have another baby. They're gonna keep bringing forth with you, right? But verse 10 says, and with all deceivableness and of unrighteousness, this baby gonna come in this world. With all deceivableness of unrighteousness, this child or these children gonna be born into this world. And them that perish, he says, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved or save their kids, right? And for this cause, the Most High, the Almighty Elohim, shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Says that's what you want, that's what you get. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to allow you to eat out that barrel of apples Go ahead and eat it. When he said, my servant came and told y'all, look, them apples got GMOs in them. Genetic modified organisms that will transform your behind in them apples. When you planted them, guess what? The enemy came at night while you were asleep and sprayed your field with contaminants, right? You pick the apples, sell them to the people, to the farmers or to the market. Now everybody in the world eating the apple, done bit the apples. Now what we got? Look out there and see. Look out there and see. But you might not admit to it because you might say, you can't judge us or don't judge us. Right? Cool. And for this cause, the Almighty Elohim shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie then. Says, okay, believe your own lie then. You don't want to believe the truth? Fine. You can't see that you keep going out buying this girl all these boy clothes? There's something bad gonna happen here? Right? You can't see, father or dad, that you walk around with your son at the age of 14 and 15, he already finished, walk around like a girl? How that happen? How did you allow that to happen? Dad? How? I'm gonna tell you how. It says, and for this cause the most, since y'all refuse the word of truth, the Most High said that I'm gonna cause them what? For this cause, the Most High or the Almighty Elohim shall send them strong delusion, strong, son, that they should believe a lie. Verse 12, that they all might be damned. Not here and there, all of you might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But had pleasure in unrighteousness. We don't even want to get into that. But I'm gonna, hey, as I go message by message, I'm gonna stay in it. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move right on. Y'all heard what the Most High said. And for this cause, the Most High Almighty Elohim shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness, self-righteousness. Do as thou will. Right? Run around real happy. Happy like for real. Happy like that song he made. Run around happy. Happy to be a part of America. Happy. That's what they pushing now. Everybody got a heart symbol now. Everybody's happy. Everybody is open and willing to be conditioned. Willfully. Yeah, take my child too. Take him first. Take them first. Or I'm gonna drop my child off with you. Got a chick drop a child off with her brother, knowing her brother ain't the right way. But he going, what? You going to the club. Your brother is the other way with all them dudes he hang with. So your child at the house with all these dudes and your brother. Ain't no telling what's going on in that house. But I got to go to the club. I need somebody to watch their child or these children. Drop them off with my brother. Or I'm going to drop them off with my auntie who want to be my uncle now. I'm going to drop them off over there. Right? So they can see my auntie get to fight with her girlfriend. Right? That's what the Most High talking about. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. What he talking about? So I'm contending, man. I'm coming up against it. You can get mad, but I'm coming up against it. All right? Exodus 9 and 5. Moving on. Exodus chapter 9, verse 5. It is what it is. And the Most High appointed a set time, saying what, Most High? Tomorrow, the Most High shall do this thing in the land. Uh-oh. What he gonna do? It's a set time. Tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow, the Most High said. Now, tomorrow is today. Exodus 9 and 5. And the Most High appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Most High shall do this thing in the land, in the world, in the earth. In the earth. Sirach 45, 1 through 3. In the earth. Sirach 45, 1 through 3. Okay? Sirach chapter 45, verse 1 through 3. And he brought out of him a merciful man, which found favor in the sight of all flesh. Even Moses, beloved of the Almighty Allahayah, and men, whose memorial is blessed. But it's only blessed to those who follow the Most High, who want to hear the word and accept the truth, and not be damned or not be given over to strong delusion. There you go. They run that stop sign. Ain't gonna always be a wreck right here, man. And again, I don't see no stop sign. I see why they keep coming through there. But it's clear that this is a path coming here. They got a little yellow marker right there. They need a stop sign right there. They're gonna be bad. Right? Verse 45, chapter 45, verse 1, that he brought out of him a merciful man. Out of him, who? Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. He came out of Levi, right? And he brought out of him a merciful man, which found favor in the sight of all flesh. Even Moses, beloved of the Almighty Allahayim, and men, whose memorial is blessed. He made him like to the glorious saints. He made him like unto the glorious saint. Put that power on him. Put that thing on Moses. Right? Put that power on him. And magnified him. So that his enemies stood in fear of him. So that his enemies stood in fear of him. And that's what's going to happen. That's the power we were talking about in Luke 10 and 19. You get your power to tread upon what? Serpents and scorpions. Right? And over the power of the enemy. Shiach said, don't worry about a thing, because ain't none of them going to hurt you. Go on out there and do what I told you to do. Right? He said he magnified him so that his enemy stood in fear of him. By his words, he caused the wonders to cease. By his words, he caused the wonders to cease. By the same word that the Most High pointed out to me, between Shabbat and Shabbat, I'm going to come out from Shabbat to Shabbat. And I'm going to prophesy in the wind. I'm going to tap people on the shoulder. They walk by me. I don't care if you're the police. Don't make no difference who you are. You're going to get it. But some of this fooling is going to cease when you cross my path, because I'm coming out and I'm going to be coming with this flamethrower. By his words in verse 3, chapter 45 of Sirach says, by his words, he caused the wonders to cease. What wonders? All the madness and witchcraft, all right. All the madness and witchcraft, sorcery that they got to give you over here in this wicked place they call modern day Babylon and modern day Egypt and modern day Solomon. What's up with you, brother?
My brother.
What's
Sorry,
up,
brother? I ain't mean to pass through.
You can do what you gotta do, bro. You all right. You ain't come over here. You could have went that way. You came over here for a reason. I ain't tripping.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, baby. I'm all right. I'm just out here trying to put this work in, trying to wake y'all up first. Tell y'all that y'all are the true people of the Bible. Y'all the Israelites. All right? That's what I'm doing. So, with that being said, don't forget that. And if you come by here next time, you can stay now, or you can come next time prepared to listen and see what's going to happen, what's going on right now with your own two eyes, which you ought to be able to see. It's all about will you admit to what you see. And to let you know what's going to happen about what you see. Because if you can't see what I see, I'm going to show it to you. And once you see it at that point, I suggest that you should probably set yourself aside and let the Most High do what he got to do. Because if you get caught up out here with this madness that they keep pushing out here, especially among us, all people just about finished, bro. Period. Flat out. Period. We just about done, bro. It's been over here.
What's the temple? Where can I go and be able to be?
Right here. Right here. You are the temple. Word got to go inside you and dwell in you.
For the teachings.
Right here. I can give you my YouTube channel.
There you go.
There you go. Where your phone at? You got a phone?
Like I said, I don't want to interrupt anything.
No, this is what I do. This is what's supposed to be done. You're supposed to be interrupting me. You got questions, you're supposed to come up and ask me. I'm your brother. This is what I'm out here for.
I want to be among, you know what I'm saying?
No, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to ask. Go to YouTube, okay? Stand on this side, big boy. You all right? Go to YouTube. Point up. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yo, I'm going to be here. I'm supposed to be your servant. Show you what's really going on. You see it, but ain't nobody here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Press COTP. I got a bunch of, I've been there. I got a bunch of videos, so just pick and choose where you want to start from, what you got to do. Yeah, so your history, so you won't forget it. So it's like, the first Exodus, what happened in the first Exodus? Egypt, what happened when the children of Israel came out of Egypt? Remember that story about Moses bringing the children to the sea? But that was our forefathers. One of the people they said is all forefathers, because we still in slavery to this day. This is modern day Egypt, right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you go into the video, you'll see I'm talking about the second Exodus. I'm gonna bring the scriptures out of here. I'm start talking about the second Exodus. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna bring my people out again, because we don't want to get captive. It's the land out captive. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's happening right now. Well, that's you all day. Oh, that's me. So hey, that's in your history. So when you go home, wherever you're gonna do right. Start with the for now. Start with the second Exodus, and then after that, go to the wilderness. The next video. But what you need right here, size. Ain't no way it has to be a meeting or have to be a temple somewhere. But keep telling you what this is right here. I've been through all that already. Once I had these cameras, now I pulled me out of that and go out to the people. See what I'm saying? I need you to be out here. Talk to them. Yeah, you be some congregation and all this and all that. Yeah, you call me. I've been in the congregation before. We need it. You need it. I need it. He brought you over for a reason. Like I said, I know, man. I didn't walk through that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for someone. I saw you, but the word brought you through this cut. You could have went that way or that way. But you had you, because the most I do that. You feel me? Like the lady came, she went all the way over there, but she had to walk. She thought you did, you could have walked around there, but she had you because that spirit. Like, I need to come on, you like thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I'm thirsty for this thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, dog. So there you go. Stop that thing. Let me finish doing it right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tonight, you don't already subscribe. So when I get through, it's going to pop up. Because tonight, right now, go ahead and get this vibe going on right here, man. And okay, cool. Because this the Sabbath, my daily bread right there. I got a video called Daily Bread on that too. But this the Sabbath thing. This the day of rest for the children of Israel. Supposed to be one with the creator. Said the world can do what they do, but I want y'all to come chill out with me. Chill with me. But now that we in captivity, I got to be out here to tell y'all, okay, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be doing the world. We're supposed to be teaching the world how to do the right thing. That was our job from the beginning. But we failed. We fell off. So that being said, that's why your last name what it is and my last name. All these things in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. I bring these things out. But you can be at home looking at these videos. You can come out. Next thing you know, you'll be standing out here with me. And this will be our work. So we can be here every Sunday. If the most I provide, I'll be right here. Every Shabbat. You feel me? Right here. So if you need to call, talk, show up, you want to change numbers or something, call and ask questions. I have no problem. That's what my job is. You know what I'm saying? Right here, bro. All right? Right here. How long you here? All about, not too much long. By the time the sun go down. You know, I finished this little message right here. And I'm going to roll out. So probably about another 30. You know, if you can make it back by, change information, man, and just keep moving. I deal with you. Okay. They'll say it's the most high. See you later on. Okay, that's fine. What's your name? Jeremiah. Man, get out of here. What's your name? Jeremiah. That's why you showed up. Why you crazy? All right. I'll see you later. All right. I'll see you later. All right, bro. All right. Shalom, bro. All right, family. We moving on. You had to have that. All praise to the Most High. And the Most High magnified him so that his enemies stood in fear of him, right? Because he was contending. Yeah, they going to be scared. Because every time they throw their rod on the ground, get what? Y'all know what the scriptures say, boy. The Most High wasn't going to be defeated. Period. You rolling with the Most High, you will not be defeated. When he put that power on you, that's it. That same power in Luke 10 and 19. Verse 3 says, by his words, he caused the wonders to cease. The wonders down in Egypt, man. Stop that food. He cut them off. They could not come up against the Most High. They had the knowledge of the fallen ones who are the sons of the Most High. How you gonna outdo the dad? The creation of all creation. Get out of here. Let's move on. By his words, he caused the wonders to cease. And he made him He made him glorious in the sight of kings. And gave him a commandment for his people. And showed him part of his glory. That's right. And showed him part of his glory. That's what he did. Right? So he, by his words alone, he made the wonders of the Egyptians or the sorcerers or the chanters or the charmers or the divinators to cease. All this foolishness that's going on out here, I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. If my people want to hear this word and walk up to me, with me and them together, we're going to stop all this madness. Because we're going to be standing in the light while we sit back and watch fire come down on the darkness. I just told y'all in 2 Thessalonians, he's going to destroy them with the brightness of his coming. This ain't no game. And that sky cracking, you see them beings come through there with them legions or with that army. Man, stop playing. Stop playing. All right, moving on. Jude chapter 1, verse 14. Salaki. Let me get it in before the sun go down. Jude chapter 1, verse 14. All right. Jude chapter 1, or just Jude anyway, verse 14. Scripture says, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000 of his saints. Same thing I'm talking about. The Most High cometh with 10,000 of his saints. I'm trying to tell you. Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000 of his saints. Verse 15. To do what? Why is he coming with 10,000? Right? That's plural. He said, behold, the Most High cometh, or the Master, or Mashiach cometh, with 10,000s of his saints. Plural. To do what? To execute judgment upon all. Like we read earlier in 2 Thessalonians, 2nd chapter. That great day. The day of visitation, the visitation upon the wicked. That's what. To execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Yeah, he gonna remember all them words, with mumbling, all that mumbling, and all that puffing and puffing, getting mad. because the word come out, and when the word come out, you got something you got to say. You got something you got to say. You gonna remember that. He writing all that down. He writing all that down. So that's why he coming back, to execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly, among them all their ungodly deeds, right? Which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Isaiah 66:4. Oh yeah. This ain't no game. Just to show that brother walk up to me, got questions, this ain't no game. It's the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profit nothing. Period. Isaiah 66:4. I also would choose their delusions. Remember we talked about that earlier. I shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. Remember that? I also would choose their delusions and would bring their fears upon them. Right? Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. Chose to be contrary to the Most High. They want to continue doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Cross-dressing, cross-referencing, cross this, cross that, trans this, trans that. That's how they moving. That's how they pushing. They want to talk and have, they want to mumble and have harsh words against the servants of the Most High, against COTP. That's fine. That's fine. He ain't got no problem. We'll tell you what he said. I also would choose their delusions and bring their fear, and I will bring and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. How is that you called? You didn't call me, but you heard my servant. You heard the word. You despised my servant. You talked down. You mistreated me. You did not gravitate to my spirit. No, you didn't. You came up against me because you said, "Oh man, them Negroes ain't nobody. He ain't nobody." All of a sudden, you want to start telling us what the Most High got to say and what the Lord say. Okay. And will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. So whatever you did, it was contrary to what the Most High said don't do. So you did what you wanted to do. You did what pissed him off. So when he show up, he gonna give you Jude chapter 1 verse 15. All right? Psalm 55 and 15. Book of Psalm 55 verse 15. Let death seize upon them and let them go down quick into hell. Why? For wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. That's what I was talking about earlier. Allowing this madness to come into your house, in your house that you got a key to go to, and inside this temple. You allowing this madness to come in your temple. So if it's in your temple, of course you're gonna unlock the door and let it come into your house. Of course you are. Of course you are. Right? So Psalm chapter 55 and 15 says, let death seize among them. Seize. Not cease, but seize upon them. And let them go down quick into hell. For wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. But nobody believe that the Most High can see. Nobody believe that the Most High know what's in your heart. Ain't that what the people like to say? He know my heart. All right. He know you wicked. He know you won't do what he tell you to do. He know that. He know you ain't paying attention to his servants. He know that. So when you heard the word, he said, none, when he called, none answered. None answered. So I'm going to choose their delusion for them. That's what I'm going to do. Jude chapter 1, verse 8. Jude chapter 1, verse 8. All right? Jude 1 and 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh. Yeah, we got a bunch of them that dream, want to be dreamers. We're going to deal with these dreamers and these diviners, and these charmers. The dreamers looking, wishing upon a star. What star? The fallen star. Wishing upon a genie in a bottle. They just wishing. What you wishing for? And who do you expect to fulfill these wishes and dreams? Huh? We're going to deal with that thing. Definitely going to deal with that thing. We're going to deal with that thing. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh. Right? Why is that? They despise dominion. They don't want nobody telling them what to do. When I say nobody, they don't want COTP to tell them nothing, because they know COTP standing in the gap, coming with the word of the Most High. They don't want that. They don't want the Most High to rule over them. You know, because they got them little demons in them that are of the prince of the air that's telling them, do not go running, boy. That's telling them, do not hearken unto that. If you do that, in essence, the demons or Satan is scared that you're going to leave him. If you listen to the word of the Most High, he's scared you're going to leave him. Right? So here we go. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh. Why? Because they despise dominion and speak evil of dignities, evil of powers, righteous powers. So they speak bad of righteous powers. So nowadays, out here, they call good evil and evil good. Right? And they trying to make everybody believe and live as such. All these things and all this music and all these programs, as if this is the way to go. This is the right thing to do. I'm going to legalize weed. Everybody can smoke weed and blow the whole weed smoke, go up to heaven. And we're going to choke the Most High out. We're going to be just that bold. We're going to legalize it. But it ain't legalized. But down in Georgia, you can carry up to an ounce and you won't go to jail. Right? You can come into an establishment like where I work, and this stinking stuff they smelling, this fake weed they selling these days, you can come up in there and you can smell like whole Jamaica, and you know what your supervisor gonna tell you? You can't say that to them. Why? That is discrimination. That's discrimination. That's all right. That's all right. That's discrimination. Right? You can't say nothing to them. That's discrimination. So they're telling me you can go into the White House and smell that same smell you see in these cars when you be riding by. And the president gonna stand there with you and have a conversation with you. This how bad it done got now. That's what the man told me at my job. My area director said, I cannot go up in the front and tell that man nothing about him clogging and smelling up my whole place in here, because that's discrimination. Woo! See where we at? So here we go. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh. They despise dominion and speak evil of dignity. Period. They don't want to see nothing done right. All they want to do is keep seeing their wickedness going up through the roof. Right? They waging war with the Most High. They waging war with the Most High. People are. Right? That's what they doing. They waging war with the Most High. I'm jumping to verse 16. Going on and get it. In Jude, verse 16. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust, doing as thy will, doing it the way they want to do. Right? And their mouth speaking great swelling words. Great swelling words. Having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. So yeah, they gonna listen to what America got to say and what the government got to say, because the government, who they believe in, give them the green light to do their own pleasure, what's inside of their heart. The government says, cool, we can do this. I can walk around, I can be what I want to be, the way I want to be it, I can stand at this counter and I can wear a miniskirt and have on a beard with some long fingernails, however I want to look. It's cool with the government. But if I come up and say, you know what, I don't want him serving me, or if I come out and say the wrong word against that person, I'm going to jail, or they're going to shut me down. That's how it's going down. Verse 16 again, these are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust, serving Satan. And their mouth speaketh great swelling words, son, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. That's why they keep setting up all these idols through the entertainment, all kind of foolishness. Every avenue of entertainment, this is your idol, or these are your idols. So you got men's persons in admiration, respect the person. The Most High is not a respecter of persons. Period. Not even children. Everybody get it. If you don't do like he said. So we're moving on. Moving on. All right. I'm still in Jude. Chapter 14. Verse. Did I do that? I did that. Jude, I'm going to go to verse 5. I'm going to go to verse 5. Verse 5. He says, I will therefore put you in remembrance, world, though ye once knew this, how that the Most High, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, what happened? Afterward, destroyed them that believe not. So once he knocked fire from over here and bring out his remnant, it's going to be the same thing. He's going to destroy everybody over here that believe not, and he's going to move on over across sea and handle his business over there in the valley of Armageddon, or Megiddo. That's what's going to be happening. So, bringing forth prophecy, moving on, like it or not. Bringing forth prophecy, moving on. Psalm chapter 49, 1 through 3. Okay? Psalms 49, verse 1 through 3. Verse 1 through 3. Oh, clap your hands, Salakia. Verse 49. Hear this, all ye people. Right? Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Both low and high. Don't make no difference, rich and poor. That's what it said. Both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. Yeah, so you're going to be without excuse. And the wisdom that's going to be spoke, going to be the wisdom of discipline. Trying to tell you if you don't get it right, I'm going to have to punish you, man. Just like I just read in Jude in the 5th verse. I'm going to have to punish you. I done gave y'all enough time to get it right. You don't want to get it right, I'm going to have to go on and get rid of you. Right? Got to go on and get rid of you. All right, Psalm 49, 1 through 3. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. That's right. You know, you understand everything else. You understand when the government says to go, that you can get high and do what you want to do. You understand that. Better understand when the Most High say, He's going to judge, He's going to throw down. He's going to throw down. He coming to set fire. Right? Better understand that. He ain't going to show no mercy, no pity towards the old or the young. So if you ain't taught your child about the Most High and try, blood is on your hands. Psalm 51 through 6. Blood is on your hands. You say you love your child? Better listen. Y'all better sit down and get this video, comb through these scriptures. Just as well as I'm bringing them out. Psalm 51 through 6. Right? The mighty, almighty Elohim, even the Most High Yahweh, have spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof, coast to coast, one side of the world to the next. Right? Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, the almighty Elohim have shined. Meaning what? Out of Zion, his remnant And his 144 gonna be out here bringing forth light, trying to bring folks out of darkness, out of Zion. See? Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, because they're gonna be done got it together. And that's the titlement he's gonna put on them. It's gonna be a beautiful sight in his sight, or a beautiful thing in his sight. Because they're gonna be done dust themselves off. They're gonna be done put on their white garments of righteousness. And they're gonna be prepared for the bride. He says, out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, the Almighty Elohim have shined. Our Almighty Elohim shall come and shall not keep silence. What we're bringing out now. A fire shall devour before him. A fire shall devour before him. Woo! And it shall be very tempestuous, very tempestuous, round about him. Very tempestuous or tempestuous. Very tempestuous, meaning what? Like a whirlwind. Like a fiery tornado. Right? Our Almighty Elohim shall come and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Number 5, verse 5 says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Sacrifice gonna be coming out of this world, setting yourself apart, sitting back, getting out the way of this fiery tempest that he's coming with. Moving out the way. You done made a covenant with the Most High and said, I'm gonna do the best I can according to Sirach chapter 4 and 28. I know I like to say Sirach 4 and 26, but I know it's right there somewhere. Sirach 4 and 28, meaning I'm gonna strive for the truth to death. I'm gonna try my best to do the right thing for the Most High. Verse 6 in Psalm chapter 50 says, and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for the Almighty Elohim is judge himself. So when the heavens declare his righteousness, the heavens gonna be coming down with them but pure fire. Those angels that host, they ain't coming and negotiating with nobody. No, nobody. He said the heavens shall declare his righteousness, not come and communicate and waver to and fro with you. Because by then, before then, you're gonna be done had COTP out here and there to tell you what's going on. Whether you accept it or not, it's on you. It's on you. It's on you. Psalm chapter 53, verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no Almighty Elohim. After all these things that I done brought out, right? After all this stuff that you done went out and tried to tug on these people's coattail and tell them, hey, tap them on the shoulder. You know what they say? And mumble or murmur. The fool have said in his heart, they murmur. Most High hear you in your mind. Man, screw all that. Screw all that. It's like the one that just walked by talking about he's joking. I told him, all right, you joking. You got jokes. He be one of them. He be one of them. America is his daddy. He be one. The fool have said in his heart, there is no Almighty Elohim, so I'm going to continue to serve other gods. I'm going to continue to dip in the witchcraft, yoga, Christianity, all kind of madness. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm not listening to nothing that Negro talking about. I'm going to do what I want to do, the way I want to do it. All right? That's what I'm going to do. So the fool have said in his heart, there is no Almighty Elohim. But guess what the Most High said? Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. Yes, they have. And it's very abominable where I went to earlier today. Every kind of abomination, our people look like garbage over there. Filth, trash, man. Sad. Very, very sad. That's a very, very low estate that I saw earlier. Very low state. A very low state. Very, very low. I feel so sorry for the kids, man. Woo! But those were somebody, aunties and mamas and stuff, man. And daddies and brothers and sisters. And I saw, it wasn't good over there, y'all. I promise you. He said, corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. But the Most High said, there is none that doeth good. Go to verse 3. He said, the Almighty Elohim looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek the Almighty Elohim. Is there anybody that got any understanding in them that just can stop for a minute and say, you know what, the Most High right? Yeah, you're right, bro. Them words that you bringing out, that is true, man. That is true. Anybody that will admit to these abominable or this abominable iniquity that's getting put down, abominable iniquity that's getting put down out here. I told you at the beginning, he want to know who will rise up for me against the evildoers, against the workers of iniquity. Right? He says in verse 2, the Almighty Elohim looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek the Almighty Elohim. Verse 3, he said, every one of them is gone back. They're all together become filthy. That's what I saw earlier today. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. And I know I couldn't have found not one over there today, boy. There were thousands of people over there. And they were running, driving fast, trying to get into this place, man. That spirit so thick. They had to have them a piece of that cake. They were going over there. Boy, I was so glad to get out of there just because it was messing with my spirit and was pissing me off. Just because it was really pissing me, it was a sad state, man. Very, very sad state, man. Very sad state, man. It's going to continue to empower me to get out and keep doing what I do. Contending for the faith. That's what it's going to do for me. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 2 through 3. That's what it's going to do for me. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 2 through 3. Wherefore, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke, I dry up the sea. The Most High said, I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stinketh, because there is no water, and dieth for thirst. See, I do that. I can do that. All of this is my creation. He said, I ain't got the power to deliver, to bring y'all up amongst that filth, that abominable iniquity that's getting put down out here. I ain't got the power to do that. Yeah, I do. How? Because I'm going to send COTP out there. They're going to be doing what they're supposed to do. That's the power that's being given. That's a gift. No one received it. Okay? That's a gift that nobody received. Verse 3 says, I clothe the heaven with blackness, and I make sackcloth their covering. The heavens even mourn. They're mourning because the Most High is so strong and so powerful, so mighty and so terrible. He said he make the heavens dark and clothe them with sackcloth. Whoa! He make the heavens dark and clothe the heavens with sackcloth. What'd he do? Isaiah 55 and 19. Isaiah 55 and 19. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 19. To lock it. Not 55. Got the right intention, but the wrong scripture. But we're going to get it right quick. Right? They were going to get it right. All right, moving on. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 10. Select. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 10. Who is among you that feareth the Most High, that obeyeth the voice of his servant? that walketh in darkness and have no light. Let him trust in the name of the Most High and stay upon his almighty power, or stay upon your Creator. Who is among you? Scripture said, right? Who is among you that feareth the Most High? You all right? You're right. Who is among you that feareth the Most High, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and have no light? Let him trust in the name of the Most High and stay upon his almighty Alahayim, or stay upon the Creator, right? Who is amongst you that fear the Most High, man? That's got respect for the Most High. That any among you, any, right? Any. Isaiah 50, 6 through 9. I gave my back to smiters. That's what I did. And my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and from spitting, so to speak. So I ain't gonna hide myself when these folks roll up and start asking questions about what I'm doing, what's going on, and all this and that. When the people out here get upset because I'm out here trying to put this work in for the Most High, the people in my house, the people outside of my house, the people at my job, at the grocery store, it don't make no difference. Don't make no difference. He said, I hid not my face from shame and from spitting. I gave my back to the smiters and my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair that came up against the Most High, or the servants of the Most High. I stood before them while they lashed out. I stood before them. I didn't run. Verse 7, for the Most High, the Almighty Alahayim will help me. Therefore shall I not be confounded, right? Therefore have I set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. That's right. I ain't scared to tell you, you need to be coming back to the Most High, that you the children of Israel. You ain't got time to keep playing around. Or I ain't got time to keep telling the nation. Same thing, they need to repent and get up under this cover, under this umbrella, and do the right thing. I ain't gonna be ashamed to tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more when I get around you, right? Verse 8 says, he is near that justifies me. Near. I know he near. Because of the madness that I saw earlier, I know it ain't gonna be too much longer. We moving forward real fast. This world ain't playing, boy. The world hastens quick to pass away, according to scripture. He is near that justifies me. Who will contend with me? Who will contend with me? Let us stand together. Who is mine adversary? Let him come near to me. Right? Who will come out here and hang out with me to come up against this madness, to come up against the workers of iniquity, to come up against the evildoers? Who is my adversary? Let him draw near. Let him come near to me. Come on. Who is my adversary? Behold, number 9 says, verse 9 says, behold, the Most High, the Almighty Alahayim, will help me. Who is he that shall condemn me? Lo, they all shall wax old as a garment. The moth shall eat them up. All of them gonna wax old as a garment, because this crap is about to play out. This crap about to play out, man. This here can't last too much longer. It's over with, man. Only if y'all could have saw what I saw today. You could have judged it for yourself. It's over. It's over. Psalm 50. Isaiah 50, 4 through 5. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4 through 5. The Most High, the Almighty Alahayim, have given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. Right? He wakeneth morning by morning. He wakeneth mine ear to hear, as to learn, as the learned. He opened up my understanding as one who have learned or one who is willing to learn. He has opened up my understanding, be able to come out here and convey it to you guys. Not just the people that's in it, but to somebody who might click on, who's seeking the Most High. He wakened my ear to hear as to learn, as those who got wisdom already, knowledge and understanding. He done opened up my ear. He wakened my ear as the ones that have already been taught and the ones that are already walking and going out rebuking, who is COTV also, right? That's what's going on. All right. That's what's going on. So verse 5, the Most High, the Almighty Elohim, have opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious. Woo! And I was not rebellious, neither turned away my back. The Most High have opened up my ear, and I was not rebellious. When the word came to me, I didn't rebel. I didn't turn my back on the word. I didn't walk away and go back to my filth and to my sin. Right? I didn't do that. I understood what was going on. I was able to admit that I'm going off. The word convicted me. Right? The word convicted me, man. I had to say, you're right. That's right. And at that point, I got to do something. Because I can't admit to the right and then just keep doing wrong. I can't do it. When I've been caught, I've been caught. At that point, it'd be time to change. Psalm 55, 16 through 17. Psalm chapter 55, 16 through 17. As for me, I will call upon the Almighty Elohim, and the Most High shall save me. Verse 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. And that's what I pray every time, that the Most High hear my voice. When I lay in the bed, before I even put my feet on the floor, I talk to the Most High. When I put my feet on the floor, I walk and talk, right? Before I lay down, and then in between that, I do a lot of talking and conversing with the Most High, the Almighty Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what I do. Yahweh Hashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. Give all honor, glory, and praise. On this Shabbat, as I close out, I thank him for allowing me to be out here again. Most High willing, I'm going to do it again, right? Keep trying to bring forth this message, man. It is what it is. With that being said, hope everybody had a glorious Shabbat. I said shalom. Shalom.